Rock's Morning Buzz on 107.5. Dave Rocks.
Dave Rocks. News right now from the roads. Ottawa Street South, Strasbourg. Police are on scene there. Investigation of a collision. A heads up. Oh, the roads are looking good. Highways as well. Managed to get Dimitri here with lots of time. Your food in hand, Dimitri, with the Hellfire Challenge. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Why come up with these kinds of things? Tell us about the Hellfire Challenge. What is it?
So it's a great organized event where we can come to restaurants and challenge their spicy food and bring some people in. It's more so for for lovers that have that spicy taste that they just want to try the hottest thing they can find. So, and my job is to kind of find the restaurants that have that kind of food and then bring the people in to do an organized event.
Okay, so you've teamed up with Morty's here, where Daryl has eaten some of the hottest wings ever, by the way. So we've been through this before. We talked about this yesterday, and Jessie says, I think I'm going to try this. Now, Dimitri, Jessie is trying to coat her stomach. She's come up with some ideas here. Peanut butter, you were explaining just how that helps.
Yeah, so when I was buying some hot sauce in St. Jacobs, this lady told me that if it's really hot, you can take a spoon of peanut butter and put that on your tongue. It's supposedly supposed to take away all the heat right away. So
that's an after, not even a before?
I think it's during.
Have you tried it though? Does it kind of help?
I tried. Yeah, I tried it. I think it does help, but I think it's all in the head at the end of the day.
I'm getting a kick out of Jessie because she's sweating already.
She's nervous. She's nervous.
I'm nervous for her.
That's a terrible sign.
Okay, the items of food contained in this Hellfire Challenge, they're what? Like the ball of fire. What is the first one?
Yeah, so the Reaper ball is a Carolina Reaper. It's stuffed with homemade Anahito cream cheese, wrapped in bacon, and it's covered in melted cheese.
Wow.
So that's from
sounds
Morty's.
good though.
Yeah, it sounds
it's
delicious.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's when you look at it, you want to eat the whole thing right away. But
Don't do that. No.
it's really hot.
On the heat scale, what are we talking with that one?
Roughly around 2 million Scoville. So
what does that mean?
Ghost pepper is about 1 million, and most of us know ghost peppers. Those are really hot.
Yep.
So the Reaper was one of the hottest in 2013. But yeah, 2 million is still really hot.
What did you call that? Scoville?
Scoville level, yeah.
Which means scolding your tongue is pretty much what that's going to do. And the wing, you have one single wing.
Yeah, so I have one single wing, and it's and that's kind of like a stepping stool to get you there, just to kind of give you an idea. Yeah, and it's the Triple R sauce. It's called the Rosy Red Rectum, and that was made especially for us for the show. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. All right, so Jessie is going to take this.
This is going to be awesome.
Jessie is going to do this live on the air. Can you just pop that open? I just want to smell that. Now,
sure thing.
This is not heated up or anything, Jessie. We're going to heat this up. My nose runs at like ketchup and tomato soup. I'm just going to smell this to see. Oh boy, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Wow, look at that. Okay, and here's the wing, and oh my God. Oh, whoa. Okay.
Okay, this is good.
That woke up the inside of my nose. This is not even heated up yet. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with Dimitri. He's going to get the food prepared. Jessie will live on the air. I don't know why we're doing this. Take the Hellfire Challenge. If you want to do this, if this sounds like fun for you, event is Sunday. You'll be able to do this. Gather your family and friends. $10 get you in at Morty's. We'll have more details on it. Dave Rock's Facebook page for all the action.
107.5 Rocks.
Oh, Jessie. I can smell how hot that is. Hellfire Challenge this morning. Dimitri's in-house with us. You came up with this?
Yeah, no, not the Reaper ball. That's Jay's. That's from Morty's. Yeah,
okay.
So that's his own little cool.
But the idea to just sit around and eat hot food.
Yeah. No, it's inspired by Hot Ones from the YouTube show. But yeah, it's this is more of an organized event to find restaurants with hot food, just like Jay's.
And Morty's Pub, Daryl's eaten the hot wings there before. They were ridiculous. It was on a dare, so they made him a special batch. People can do this Sunday at Morty's if you're interested. I'm holding Jessie off on eating this because she's so nervous right now.
I know you're making me smell
Facebook
it
Live
first.
on the Dave Rocks Facebook page. People can do this on Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. So at 2 p.m. and we all know Morty's has the best wings, so it's no better place to go than Morty's. And there'll be one wing with Triple R sauce and one
Ruby Red Rectum,
Reaper
Ruby
ball.
Red Rectum, Ruby Red Rectum, Ruby Red Rectum.
What are you doing to me, Gail?
Okay, that's what we found out the Triple R sauce is. Again, what is Jessie going to be eating here?
It's a Reaper ball, which is Carolina Reaper stuffed with homemade Anahito cream cheese and wrapped in bacon. Also, it's covered in cheese.
Looks good.
And the heat measurement on
it's
that
about
is
2 million Scoville.
just above
Pepper spray.
pepper spray. Okay.
Yeah.
And the other is a hot wing.
Yeah, it's a hot wing. So my friend Jeff Davis makes them. It's made just for the Hellfire. It's Triple R Rosy Red Rectum sauce, and it's
Okay.
It's pretty hot. Yeah, so it's a nice stepping stool to get to
Is it?
the Reaper ball.
So I have this dip here. Am I supposed to? That dip's supposed to help me? I dip it in and then I take a bite.
Yeah, I mean, if you think that helps you, yeah.
All right. Dave Rock's Facebook page right now for this live. I can smell this. I'm across the desk from you, Jesse, and I can smell it. Which one would you suggest she takes on first?
It's if you want to dive right in the Reaper ball, and it doesn't get worse than that. So I mean, or you can go the other way, kind of warm yourself up, and then take the Reaper ball.
What do you guys think? Should I do
Go for it. Reaper ball. Let's start.
right off the bat?
Right off the bat.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Are you
Here we
using
go.
a fork and knife?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Jesse's cutting into is that the Reaper ball you got? Okay, she's cutting
Oh,
in.
looking nice. And
Okay.
chewy and
Smell it
gooey.
first, Jesse. Smell it. Okay. Oh, she's blinking. Okay. She's taking a giant bite. Chewing. What's your impression here, Jesse? How are you doing?
So far, so good.
Okay. This is how it starts, right? Is this a slow burn, Dimitri? What are we looking at here?
Yeah, I think it's about 30 seconds, and once that hits you,
here she
it's gonna
goes.
really hit you.
Oh.
Okay, yep.
Your eyes are watering.
You're supposed to eat the whole thing.
Yep.
Oh, you're turning red.
Do you feel that ringing in your ear?
You got ringing in your ears?
At first, I was like, yeah, it's good, but oh, you can feel it.
Okay.
I think I'm sweating.
Take some milk. You're turning red. Seriously.
No.
Oh, you're
You
taking
can
another
feel it
bite.
twice.
Okay, she's taking
All right.
another bite here. Dave Rock's Facebook page. We're live. Why are you taking another bite? I don't understand. Do you have to eat the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
Okay.
if you want to beat the challenge, yeah, the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, my lips. You can feel your lips on
Oh, I
fire.
can smell that, man.
Woo.
So can
Oh,
I.
boy.
Oh, get the pepper in there.
Gotta get the pepper in
Okay. She's going for bite number 2. She's good. She's good.
She's still up right.
Honestly, you're sweating.
Number 2, yeah. That's
Oh,
that's
she's taking the
hard
milk.
part after.
Got some milk going now.
Okay. So now,
Oh my god. At first I was like, oh, this isn't that bad, but then it builds on you like 30 seconds and ooh.
Milk's
Thank
not
God
helping,
for
is
milk.
it?
The milk is barely doing it.
So-
Nothing's gonna help.
So do you think you'll make it to the wing, too?
let's just
Well,
go
I gotta
straight
try
to the
the
wing.
wing.
Like, for the sake of radio, let's get you in on the wing. Just dip right in there. Jesse's taking on the wing here. And this one is up just from what? This is eating a...
This is about probably 500 to a mil. It's also really hot peppers, so...
You're not gonna feel it after eating the first one, though.
Wow, your eyes, dude. You're watering over there.
Oh my god, there's a tear.
There's a tear.
Well, whenever you have something with bacon, I always cry when I have.
Can you actually taste the heat in that wing, or taste the wing in
I
that
can't even
heat,
taste
or
the wing anymore.
you can't?
my
Your
God.
lips are red, bright red.
Look.
Oh man,
Oh, you're
she's crying.
Look,
Are you
you're
okay?
My eyes, yeah, it was
Look at the
good.
tears.
It was
Oh
good.
my
They're
God.
just dripping.
All right, they are.
I'm
my
going
God.
on to the yogurt.
She's gonna take a bite of the yogurt.
This is awesome. Because it's not me.
Oh yeah, laugh it up. Woo!
And that's the fun
I feel
part
so
about it.
alive.
Yeah,
You
she's
wanna-
weeping.
Yeah, you want to bring your friends and family.
Yes.
You know, that's
Yeah.
where that's where the fun comes in, and they can cheer you on, and make some bets with your friends.
All
It'll be
right,
pretty
well,
fun.
she's doing it, but her whole face is weeping right now. This is crazy.
God, there's
Seriously,
so many- look at the tears.
she's leaking.
Cheers.
It's good
All
for
right.
your pores.
Is it good for your pores?
Yeah.
All right. Dimitri, thank you so much. Hellfire Challenge again, Morty's Pub, Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, 2 p.m., 2 until 4.
2 to 4, $10 get you in. Lots of people daring other people. There's huge groups of people coming out to this on Sunday.
I hope so.
Okay.
God.
We'll see if we can get Jessie back on board. She is sweating it up. You can see the whole thing on the Dave Rocks Facebook page. Thanks, Dimitri.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.
The Hellfire Challenge. And you did hear that right. Ruby Red Rectum. It's 7:54.
Dave rocks now.
Look, there, out on the roads. Where will he stop? Nobody knows. Let's take the Daryl Detour.
All right. Yesterday, Daryl said he had a surprise, and it made me nervous as hell. I've been bugging him all morning. I think I may know where you are, Daryl, but would you like to tell us?
No, Gail, why don't you look out the window?
Oh my god.
Just look out the window. Huh?
I see a ladder. There is a ladder up against the glass. There's a guy climbing up.
Yeah. You got to get some pictures of
Oh
that.
my God, Daryl, what are you doing?
Oh, man. I'm here with Richard and the crew from Men. Yeah, I'm wearing a kilt for you, Gail.
Oh, yeah.
Look, if you look out the window, I'm in a kilt.
Where are you? There's a
sta-
guy at our window right now.
Yeah,
Who is that?
I'm out the front window.
Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas is up
Hi,
there.
Thomas.
Hi, Thomas.
Yeah.
All right.
So look out the front window, the other window.
The other window.
There. Huh? Say hi to say hi to Richard, guys.
Hi, Richard.
Hi.
You are Men in Kilts. I have heard so much about you. What do you guys do besides, well, clean windows in kilts?
Yeah, well, that's fantastic that you've heard of us. We we do we do more than just window cleaning. We do all like exterior home cleaning needs. So right now we're getting into fall. A lot of leaves are falling. We do eaves trough cleaning. That's going to be really big for us. But also pressure washing, so driveways, decks, that sort of thing. House washing, vinyl siding, aluminum siding, anything that's green or you just want clean. We take care of it, and we do it all in kilts. So we try to have a good time, make it fun.
That's the added bonus.
Yeah. What's the deal with the kilts? How did that come up?
It was started by Nick Brand. His name is. He's from Vancouver. He started it in the early 2000s. His family was of Scottish origin, and I think one of his buddies basically, like he had a window cleaning business, and he was trying to differentiate it. Yeah. I think one of his buddies said, "Why don't you wear a kilt?" And that was how it got started. And it became Men in Kilts, and I think business just took off for him. And then they started franchising, and the rest is history.
We got a whole crew. These guys are. Oh, sir, go ahead.
How authentic are these kilts? Because you're climbing pretty high up there.
They're pretty authentic. They're pretty legit. They're a Wallace hunting tartan. If you're curious about that. Yeah.
And I took the extra step to make sure that I am as authentic as I could be, Gail.
He looks good. He looks really good. We got to get some pics.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get some
I'm coming
pics.
up that ladder.
No, we'll get some pics from looking down on Daryl. I'm okay with that. Not up from the ladder. All right, Richard, thank you. So you go out to homes and services. We'll make sure we get a link up, and we'll be taking some video. In fact, I'm going to go Facebook Live right now. You can check it out on the Dave Rocks Facebook page. That's coming up.
Sweet.
Men in Kilts washing the windows of the Dave Rocks studio. A big surprise from Daryl. Thank you. It's 8:21. Daryl just climbed up 2 stories on a ladder in a kilt. A scary moment for a lot of us. Boy, Daryl is out with the Men in Kilts crew. They do window cleaning and more. Daryl, please don't come up that ladder again.
Oh, I'm actually going to go up a little higher. No. You couldn't see enough.
Never mind for us. The 3 guys beneath you, I feel sorry for them.
Oh no, they're fine. You guys have seen much worse.
We're doing great. Daryl did great. I think I'm going to hire him.
Yeah, see?
Okay, sure.
and I got nice legs.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Men in Kilts, we love it. Window cleaning service. We got 3 hunky guys here in kilts. They do all kinds of work around your home. We'll find out more about them in moments. And if you want a little taste, head to the Dave Rocks Facebook page. We've got a video of Daryl doing the climb in the kilt. You'll notice no eye contact between the 3 guys that are down on the ground, okay? We'll share that with you. Your roads this morning coming up. Yeah, Brian Adams, you got that right. Fits you good, and it's a kilt this morning. Daryl is with Men in Kilts. He's wearing a kilt, and he's up a ladder. Not a good combination. Men in Kilts, they take care of your window washing, gutter cleaning, and more. Daryl's with Richard and the crew right now. Outside the Dave Rocks studio. A nice surprise this morning, Daryl.
Yeah, it's awfully crisp, and I'll tell you, though, with a kilt, the wind kind of blows up the kilt. So, yeah.
No, Daryl's been a natural. He looks good.
You guys all look good. You're wearing your Wallace tartan, Richard, you were explaining to us earlier this morning, and you are for hire. Tell us a little bit about your service.
Yeah, that's right. We you hit on it a bit. We do exterior home cleaning in the Kitchener-Waterloo and surrounding areas. So in addition to window cleaning, interior, exterior window cleaning, we also do gutter cleaning. So that would be big as the leaves come down in the fall. They're starting to come down already. And then pressure washing, so decks, driveways, those sorts of things, and house washing, so siding cleaning, aluminum, vinyl. You get that grime off for you. make it clean up real nice. So anything exterior home cleaning we handle. And we do it wearing a kilt. No peeking, though.
No peeking, right. Your shirts actually say no peeking. Now, you must have people hire you and they just sit outside and watch you clean.
Stand under the ladder?
Does that happen?
Oh, yeah, once in a while. Yeah, there's a bit of an audience, usually. You bring your girlfriends over and hang out.
Do you feel awkward about that?
No, you just get used to it.
Okay.
It's part of the job, right?
And they're all in pretty good shape. We are all in pretty good shape, Gail, so we don't mind.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, I'm actually on your ad right now on Facebook, and there's a guy doing some pressure washing in a kilt that looks like he's modeling for Abercrombie and Fitch. Like, it's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, what about these guys out here, though?
They're great. I said earlier, we got some hunky guys here cleaning windows in kilts, didn't I?
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely. No, but
you're making them blush now,
I know. That's your fault, Daryl, for surprising us this morning. I couldn't believe it. We saw a ladder pop up. We are 2 stories up, by the way. Do you have, like, a limit to what they do? This is a tall building.
Yeah, we typically wouldn't clean this one using a ladder.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd use like a water-fed pole for this type of work.
Okay.
We can clean it from the ground, so no safety issues, But yeah, no, we got up there just for you guys today.
Oh, that's sweet. And it looks like you do great work. Window cleaning, gutter cleaning, pressure washing.
And no peeking.
No peeking. Check that one out, too.
Yeah.
Check out
No, thanks. Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for having us on this morning.
Our pleasure. And contact for the men in kilts. These guys do great work, we think.
Oh, they definitely do.
No, they do. You can check it out on our Facebook page, Dave Rock's Facebook page. We've got some photos and stuff up there, so you can check it out yourself. A surprise from Daryl this morning, the men in kilts.
You're welcome. This Daryl Detour on 107.5 Dave Rocks is insured by Regal Insurance. So, where's Daryl this morning?
With the cats and dogs, no surprise about that. Daryl, where are you? What are you up to?
Here at Forever Loved, we're going to be doing some dog grooming today. We're on Victoria Street North. I'll put all the details up in a moment. I just walked in here. I was greeted, Nicole, by a pink dog, and there's a whole bevy of them going.
Good morning. How are ya?
We're good. How are you doing?
We're fantastic this morning. Hoping to do some fun grooming, and we'll let Dave here do some colored gel on Stella today.
All right. Is there a pink dog there? Daryl just mentioned a pink dog.
Well, she's just got a little bit of leftover pink on her head. We usually dye her hair. That's kind of her identity. She doesn't really like being white, so we've clipped her all off, and we're just starting something new now.
She's a TV star, by the way.
From where?
She was on a TV talk show in England, or London.
Oh, in England. I thought you were going to say like Donahue or Arsenio Hall or something like that, but in England.
Yeah, in London, exactly.
Nice. So she flies.
She doesn't fly. They came over here and did video here in the salon.
Well, they came to her. Daryl has come there this morning. He is going to be put to work. What kinds of things is Daryl going to have to do for the dogs?
Well, we're going to let him put some colored gel on Stella to make her feel a little bit better. Maybe we'll get him to do some toenail painting and then bathing and drying.
Bathing and drying. All right.
The bathing and drying is for me.
Yeah.
And the toenail painting. Daryl likes the darker hues for the winter, just to let you know, okay?
I thought he was more of a pink fan.
Well, he might be after today. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you never...
All right.
Exactly.
Well, we'll see what's going on with Daryl. He'll show some photos and video. Forever Loved is where he is this morning. Forever loving painting dogs' toenails. We'll continue to check up with Daryl there. It's 7:39 right now. Some chilly temperatures, -3 to -9 wind chill. It's Dave Rock.
Here's a look at your Dave Rock Sports coming to you live from Forever Love Pet Salon. We are at 871 Victoria Street North in Kitchener. It's Unit 11, by the way, and the dogs all suddenly went quiet. Usher just arrived. Usher's a beauty.
He is a beauty.
Oh, my God. He doesn't even look like he needs grooming.
He could use a blowout, but he's a handsome guy.
Oh, man, he is just absolutely beautiful. So I'm about to get set to do nails and other stuff, which is going to be fun. This is Trish, by the way. Trish is working on Princess. Princess's ears are just beautiful.
We are going with a lavender color for Princess.
Oh, she's absolutely adorable. We'll get an after picture of her. And we're going to have a look at your Dave Rock Sports right now with me and Trish.
So the Colorado Avalanche doubled up on the Maple Leafs 6-3. Toronto just has 2 wins in their last 7 games.
Are you a Leafs fan?
No.
Are you a Bruins fan?
No.
What are you?
I'm a Patriots fan.
Oh, God, you and Jesse. Oh, my God. Oh, here we go. I knew that was coming. Carey Price making 41 saves. Jeff Petrie scoring 15 seconds into overtime, leading the Montreal Canadiens to a 3-2 win over the Boston Bruins. So the Habs right now are sitting 2 points back of the Bruins and 3 points back. Yes, that's 3 points back of the mighty Toronto Maple Leafs.
Edmonton thumped Buffalo 7-2.
And KW Titans, they're hosting their second annual school day game today at the Odd. Thousands of area students and me and Jesse as well. I guess, yeah, seeing as our maturity level's around 12, we'll fit in right. The action will take place against the Cape Breton Highlanders. Tip-off for that one is at 11 a.m.
That's a look at your Dave Rock Sports. Gail has your weather coming up next.
And sports for Go Glass.
Daryl on a detour this morning. He is at the Forever. Daryl, I thought it was Forever Loved, but it's Forever.
That's right. Forever Loved Pet Salon, 871 Victoria Street North. Big thanks to Nicole and Trish for putting up with me today. I did a pretty good job, didn't I?
You did a fantastic job. Denali thinks so as well.
Yeah, I did. Denali's nails are a nice pink.
Nice.
Yep, they're beautiful. She sat perfectly, did a great job.
Nah, and Stella actually even likes me, and she doesn't even like guys that often.
No, Stella does not like men. She often barks at them, but she was being pretty snuggly with him.
Yeah, she likes me. So I just really quickly, thanks by the way for having me out here. This has been a lot of fun. Weirdest request you've had for grooming?
For grooming with no hair dye or toenail painting, we actually had someone that wanted us to hand scissor pants on their dog, so it looked like they were wearing overalls. We've also done a few mohawks. We've done a mohawk down the back, but I think the pants was definitely number one.
I think Gail's dying over there.
No, I wasn't. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting that.
I don't think they were either.
I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting that, Nicole. Who would do that? Well, you guys didn't, I guess. Okay, we'll stick with the mohawks then. Daryl, do you have sports?
Yeah, I have sports. Oh, by the way, if you're coming here at the end of the month, Nicole, we can help out a great cause too if you're popping by here at Forever Loved.
Yeah, so we are collecting donations until the 28th, whether it's monetary or just gently used stuff, dishes, nothing plastic, for the Simcoe Humane Society. They could really use our help.
Right on,
Forever
Loved.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, Forever Love Pet Salon. We've got all the details up. They're open 7:30 in the morning, so you can pop by early, get your dog groomed. Oh, it's a great place. I've had a blast, made some really cool new friends. Oh, speaking of friends, there will be thousands of young friends that are going to be hitting the Odd today. Yeah, a special basketball game that's going to be happening.
The Dave Rock's Morning Buzz.
December the 1st today.
Celebration?
I feel like it punched me in the head a little bit.
It's Elf on a Shelf Day. It kicks off. Hey, look, my little pal Gracie the other day, that she kept reminding me when we were at the holiday train. Yeah. She kept saying, "Do you know what Friday is?" I was like, "What?" She goes, "Elf on a Shelf Day," and it kicks off. So it's Elf on a Shelf time. So for all the kids who are getting the Elf on the Shelf thing going,
I saw something that was even better for controlling your kids online, and it says, "Put a bunch of empty wrapped boxes under your Christmas tree, and every time one of the kids are bad, throw that box in the fire."
Oh man.
I'll learn them real quick.
The Dave Rock's Morning Buzz with Gail, Daryl, and Brad on 107.5 Dave Rocks. The Dave Rock's Morning Buzz.
Kaleo, no good, and it is very good. It's Clean Your Fridge Day today, and Daryl is at a Dave Rocks listeners' work cleaning out their fridge.
Look, there, out on the roads. Where will he stop? Nobody knows. Let's take the Daryl Detour.
Kyle, I'm not sure if we should call you the grand prize winner or not, but you entered your workplace at Combined Auto and Truck Repair. How you feeling about Daryl heading in to clean out your work fridge today?
I'm pretty excited. I'm going to have a nice clean fridge, put Daryl to work.
Yeah.
It's win-win for me.
It's a win-win for everybody at Combined Auto and Truck today. Do people actually use this fridge? Because it looks like it may have been shut since about 1976.
Oh, no, it's still being used right
Is it?
today. It's still in service.
I'm thinking, Kyle, maybe we should have sent a dietitian along with them too, because it looks like there's a lot of like fast food and takeout and stuff there.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't disagree with you.
Now, what's the protocol with the fridge? Does it get cleaned out once a month? Because we have a work fridge, and every once in a while, someone kind of volunteers to clean it out. What happens with your work fridge, Kyle?
It only gets cleaned out when I enter us in radio contest.
Okay. Kyle is our grand prize winner, by the way. Thanks to everybody that entered their work fridges to have it clean today for Clean Your Fridge Day. We brought in the big guns. Daryl actually brought along Kathleen Barsoom from Waste Management, and she's doing a bit of a fridge audit this morning. How's that going, Daryl?
We're just about to get started. Let's see. Well, Kathleen, the very first thing she said when we opened up the door was...
Oh, yuck.
Yeah. She's like, oh, God.
And she works at the landfill every day.
I know, exactly. Yeah, she works at the landfill, and even this was too much for her. But we're going to have some fun. There is a bottle of Frank's Red Hot that I don't think I've ever seen anything congealed quite like that before.
Well, it started out as Frank's Red Hot. I'm not sure what it's fermented into.
It's kind of brown. That was one of the pictures, actually, that Kyle sent to us, and that was the one that pretty much won him the clean out of your work fridge, because it's kind of brown, and I don't know if anything. So, Daryl, Kathleen's whole take on this is that you don't just throw everything out.
Exactly. So, Kathleen, we're going to go through and do a fridge audit, and we're not just going to throw everything into the garbage, right?
That's right. A lot of the stuff can go in the green bin and in the blue box, so we're going to recycle what we can.
Can we actually recycle that Frank's Red Hot, do you think?
Oh, we can recycle the bottle, for sure. I don't know about the inside. I'm not touching that.
Well, yeah, what do you do with the inside of that then, Kathleen, if you're cleaning that out?
Yep, all the rotten food on the inside certainly can go into the green bin. And because it looks like it's a little bit liquidy, I would add a couple of handfuls of shredded paper with this, just to absorb the liquid.
That's a great idea.
That's why you're the expert. That never would have occurred to me.
Yeah, it wouldn't have occurred to me either. No, that's why Kathleen's a lot, because you know what? You need to bring in expert advice, so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I had no idea. Okay, we'll get some cleaning tips, it sounds like, not only making Daryl suffer this morning cleaning the work fridge, but also some tips, I guess, on how to clean that out, because someday somebody's got to clean it out, as long as it ain't me. More coming up with Daryl and the crew at Combined Auto. Kathleen from Waste Management, we thank her for joining us this morning, too. Lots of fun to be had. It's 8:23. We've got sunshine, blue skies, and 17-degree high one day this week. Listen for when. Daryl Detour this morning. Daryl is cleaning out the fridge of Combined Auto in Cambridge. They were nominated by employee Kyle for our Clean Your Fridge clean out. He's there with Kathleen Barsoom of Waste Management this morning, and they're doing a fridge audit. Oh boy, it looks scary. They have hazmat suits on, and you can check it out on our Dave Rocks Facebook page live right now. While you wait for traffic, Cambridge, we heard we had a couple of problems there. In fact, still slow just through the Franklin Boulevard at Main Street area. The other problem cleared up, and new problems. Kitchener, Duke Street West at Louisa. You'll find an incident and police on scene. Your Dave Rocks traffic is brought to you by Keys Wetter Mazda.
Keys Wetter Mazda.
Kyle from Combined Auto has a look at your Dave Sports headlines. Kyle?
Looks like Edwin and Joey Bats say no. Manning and the Giants are streaking. PK and the Music City USA show hit the ACC, and the Rangers and Knights rivalry continues at the odd tonight.
Good job, Kyle.
Yeah.
The Dave Rocks Morning Buzz.
That is the closest I have ever or will ever get to Daryl in my entire life.
The Dave Rocks Morning Buzz with Gail, Daryl, and Brad on 107.5 Dave Rocks.
Well, maybe don't feel the reaper, but you might want to be afraid of Kyle's work fridge. Dave Rocks listener nominated his workplace on Clean Your Fridge Day. Daryl is there with Kathleen Barsoom of Waste Management doing something they call a fridge audit.
Look, there, out on the roads. Where will he stop? Nobody knows. Let's take the Daryl Detour.
Daryl, we were watching you on Facebook Live. Some of that stuff coming out of the fridge was gross.
There was one where actually both Kathleen and Kyle ran because the stench was brutal. So, I had to take care of that because my job today was to take one for the team. So I did it.
Okay.
But you know what? Like we said, hey, you know what? The fridge may have needed some work, but here at Combined Auto and Truck Repair, their job is to fix your wheels.
True.
So that's what they do. They do it well. They suck at cleaning their fridge, but we actually did really well, Kathleen. How man, we ended up with, by the time our audit was over, how much did we end up with total?
We ended up with about 4 tiny little pieces of garbage, and most of those were just lids to fruit cups. So less than 2 ounces of garbage, full blue box, full green bin. Excellent job.
Oh, beautiful. So what about like if you have like a pizza? I saw there's pizza in there. If you have like a pizza box, but there's just like grease and nastiness all over the cardboard, you can still recycle that cardboard, or does that go green bin or?
Yeah, if there's grease and nasty all over it, rip it up and put that into the green bin. Cool. That'll actually help absorb a lot of the liquids from some of those nasty, fluidy stuff that we put into the green bin.
Right. Oh, Kyle was fighting to... Oh,
there's a call.
The phone's ringing. It's busy here. Actually, somebody's probably calling in because they're going, hey, man, are you clean? Don't throw up my peanut butter. We actually ended up, you know that bottle of Frank's Red Hot? There were 2 bottles in here. The one that Kyle sent us, and you couldn't believe this, it's almost like an episode of Hoarders where he's sitting there going, no, it's still good. And you're like, no, man. You turn it upside down and there's some kind of yellowy, whitish liquid in it and it's globbing. And he's like, no, that one's okay. It's still good.
Just give it a shake. Give it a shake. You're fine.
Yeah.
Now, Kathleen, you're a pro at this, and you are all about composting. And I'm guessing, though, a lot of people, when they clean out their fridge, wouldn't do as well as you. What do you think that would have had for if people were throwing out that fridge? What do you think the garbage consumption would have been?
Oh, I definitely would have a full bag of garbage. And honestly, it's a shame because what we were able to recycle was almost all of it. And it actually wasn't too bad. Daryl did a good job.
Not too bad. I kind of almost lost my cookies once or twice.
Yeah, we taught Daryl the trick. So use some paper towel or some bunched up newspaper and use that to clean out the container. All of that, put that into the green bin. Wasn't so bad.
It looked like Daryl was doing a few more smell tests than he had to, though. Too. That's you're gross, sir. You're gross.
You know what? There is a part in that whole Facebook Live thing that was great because there was one container that we were avoiding opening because it looked like it was kind of about to explode. It's a margarine container.
Yeah.
And you have to check out the Facebook Live feed because it has been uploaded. Just remember Geraldo Rivera, Al Capone's vault.
Yes.
Yeah, it was one of those moments.
All right, but you did it.
Yeah, we did it. All right.
You did it. And thanks to Kyle and the crew at Combined Auto, not only for tuning into Dave Rocks, but for nominating themselves as the dirtiest work fridge maybe in Waterloo Region. It definitely was one of the dirtiest. So good on you, Daryl and Kathleen. And Kathleen, any tips as we head into the winter for reducing our garbage consumption? Because I know you're all about that.
No, just really think about what you're doing. We do have weekly green bin, blue box pickup. Get rid of that stuff as fast as you can. Don't hold on to it. And as Daryl knows now, it's pretty simple. And my new friend here knows it's pretty simple. Just think about what you're doing and sort it.
Sort it. And you're a huge fan of composting.
Yeah.
We have, and if you need some compost, we have beautiful, gorgeous compost available both at the Cambridge site and the Waterloo site. Come on down, it's free.
And it comes from your green bin, so when you're cleaning out the fridge, maybe you can see if you can outdo Daryl and Kathleen. Good job this morning, guys.
Kyle's going to do the fridge cleaning schedule for the rest of the
Very
career.
good. Good luck with that, Kyle. Mm-hmm. It's 8:53. We thank Kathleen at Waste Management for taking one for the team. Daryl, it's just his job. And enjoy your new fridge today, guys, at Combined Auto. It's 8:53. Sunshine on the way today and a gorgeous week ahead.
Hey, everyone. Let's welcome...
One final time from Combined Auto and Truck Repair here on Pine Bush in Cambridge, where we just did the fridge audit, Clean Your Fridge Day. The fridge is looking great now, Kyle.
It looks awesome.
Yeah. Now, how long do you think it's going to last like that?
Exactly 1 week.
He didn't even hesitate, man. He's like, yeah, that's it. Well, they're busy messing the fridge up that I just worked so hard, and me and Kathleen worked so hard cleaning. We'll take care of your Dave Rock Sports. Kitchener Rangers, they're back in action tonight at the Odd. They host London. The Knights lead the Rangers by 4 points in the Midwest Division.
26 teams seen play tonight in the NHL. Leafs are home to PK Subban and the Nashville Predators.
Jose Bautista and Edwin Encarnacion, they've turned down Jay's qualifying offers, so that means they're both free agents.
Raptors are in Cleveland.
Eli Manning, 3 TD passes, and the New York Giants beat the Cincinnati Bengals 21-20 for their first 4-game winning streak since 2013.
That's a look at your Dave Rock Sports. Gail has your weather coming up next.
The Dave Rocks Morning Buzz with Gail, Daryl, and Brad on 107.5 Dave Rocks. Time to take the Daryl Detour.
Oh, a familiar sound. I can hear it. Sounds like Daryl's riding a golf cart right now. Daryl, you're at Grand Valley to do some golfing.
Oh yeah, man, golf carts going. Actually, you know what? I'm not a very good driver, so Scott's taking care of the driving because I think my driving and my drive both in a vehicle and on the course are both legendarily bad.
I've seen both, and I have to agree with that 100%.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. Anyone who's golfed with me knows that. And the course looks great until I get hold of it.
Yeah, actually, we'll have to wait. The proof is in the pudding, but we'll see what's going on.
Right on. We're going to work on my slice, I think, today. We got the carts going. You guys are all opened up. It's actually looking surprisingly really, really good.
Yeah, actually, after a lot of snow cover and all that stuff, we're ready to rock and roll. And surprisingly, yeah, the course is in good shape. Greens are primo, given the long winter. But we tarped the greens over the winter, so when we pulled them off, they're nice and green and ready to go.
Good to go. And what better way for a Habs fan to kick off the Stanley Cup playoffs than hitting a golf course?
So I'm a Leaf fan, so I'm hoping for a long run. I'll be honest with you.
You guys won't be far behind us.
Speaking of a long run, Scott, are you guys the first people open for golf in Waterloo region?
I'm not quite sure about that. Typically we are. I haven't heard too much with respect to it in terms of the greens being open, fully operational. I believe we are. So yeah, so it's a good thing. We're packed on the weekend, which was awesome. It was a great weekend to begin with, so people were just itching to get out.
It's gloves today.
Definitely, yeah.
That will affect
maybe
my
maybe a little neck scarf or what have you too.
Yeah, that'll probably help as well. We're going 355 yards on this puppy.
I'm pulling out my 3-wood just to, make sure that it's in the middle of the fairway. Don't want to go too far to the right or left at the moment. First swing of the year.
We're at the first tee. I think I'm going to end up on the fourth. I'll be on the fourth fairway pretty soon.
Yeah, well, that's 3 fairways over, so that's typical of what I've seen from you. So.
All right, so in for a little messy round of golf this morning. Grand Valley, you heard it first ones. There were people golfing on the weekend. Man, I got to get with it. Daryl's on a detour. He's out golfing this morning. It's 7:40. More on that coming up.
From Grand Valley Country Club here with my buddy Scott. Here we're getting set to tee off again. I snowman the very first hole.
It's appropriate this time of this day with the weather.
Yeah, and also the fact that I'm really out of practice. It's the first round of the year. I'm starting with all the excuses already. I'm not going to be Corey Connors anytime soon. I don't think that's going to happen.
Practice.
Yeah, well, we're getting on to that. I tell you, somebody who is going to get practice is our Habs, because they're not in the playoffs, but the Stanley Cup playoffs get underway tonight. 5 first-round matchups. Tampa's home to Columbus, the Pens, the Isles, Winnipeg, St. Louis, Dallas, Nashville, Vegas, San Jose. They all get underway tonight, and the Maple Leafs kick off their series tomorrow night in Boston.
New Jersey Devils are this year's draft lottery winners, and will pick up first at June's draft, where it's expected they'll pick Jack Hughes. LA, Colorado, Chicago, and the Rangers round out the group picking in the top 5.
Must win for the Guelph Storm tonight when they host London. The Knights lead that series 3-0.
Kitchener's Lauren Gable scored a pair in Canada's 6-1 win over Finland at the Women's World Hockey Championship.
And the KW Titans, they have a 2-0 lead in the NBL Canada playoff series after taking London 101-97. The Titans, they can sweep with a win at the Odd tomorrow night. Now, I'm just going to go tee off here. Scott, I'll let you take over, and let's see how I do. Are you ready for this one?
We are ready.
Woo!
Yeah, buddy. All right, that's a look at your Dave Rock Sports. Gail has your weather coming up next.
107.5 Dave Rocks.
Look, there, out on the roads. Where will he stop? Nobody knows. Let's take the Daryl Detour.
Dave Rocks with Max Webster and Paradise Skies. Those skies taking us to sunshine today in 11 degrees. We're at 3 right now. Daryl's on a detour out and about this morning doing some stained glass. Daryl?
Yeah, I'm here with Lori, and we're getting all set up here. Okay, so we're here at Grand River Glassworks in Waterloo, and we are we're going to try and see how artistic I can be.
Oh yes, it's in you.
You think so?
You'll be surprised, yeah.
Oh, boy, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I walked in the door. The very first thing Lori said to me, I said, hey, I did beer yoga yesterday. She goes, yeah, I saw. She goes, no beer this morning. Apparently, you need to have a steady hand.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have a steady hand, yeah.
Now, you do realize there will be sharp objects involved?
Yeah, no worries. I've got bandages.
Okay, so
Yep.
and you're very...
Constant supply.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to need that. So what are we going to end up doing this morning?
Well, I came up with kind of a unique little pattern for you. I hope you enjoy it. It's in the shape of a microphone.
Ooh, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it has a couple of challenging spots, so I'll give you some instruction and we'll see how you do.
Perfect. And I'm going to have to do this all with plastic scissors and plastic cutting tools, right?
No, the real thing. The real thing.
No, this place is beautiful. Like some of the stuff Lori does is just gorgeous. So I've always loved stained glass. A friend of mine's mom used to do it, and so I was really interested. And I was like, and I'm actually going to get to be an artist today.
Oh yes, definitely.
Or at least try.
Yep,
all right, we're hoping it's like maybe 3 pieces being put together here for Daryl's microphone. We'll see how he does this morning. Sounds like some fun with Lori there, and more with Daryl on his stained glass detour.
At Grand River Glassworks, here with Lori, where I'm doing some stained glass today.
Yeah.
How am I doing so far?
Well, Daryl, how are your hands?
Looking
What's
pretty.
happening with your fingers there?
How many Band-Aids are we up to?
I see 3.
Yeah, 3 Band-Aids so far, but I'm still going. Here's a look at your Dave Rock Sports.
The Guelph Storms scored 3 third-period goals for a 5-1 win and a 4-game sweep over the Kitchener Rangers.
Boo, someone's getting paintballed. Gale. Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League Midwestern Final, that gets underway tonight. Waterloo Siskins hosting Elmira.
The Columbus Blue Jackets moved into an Eastern Conference wildcard spot with a 6-2 win over the Montreal Canadiens.
And the Blue Jays, they dropped their home opener to the Tigers, 2-0 in 10 innings. The 2 play tonight at Rogers Centre. First pitch goes out just after 7 o'clock.
That's a look at your Dave Rock Sports. Gail has your weather coming up next.
Dave Rock's Morning Buzz and Slash. Daryl's on a detour, and I wondered how you can get hurt doing stained glass, but Daryl seems to have done it. Daryl, how are you getting injured?
I don't know. I don't know. Would you say it's probably a shaky hand?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
But edges are sharp.
What are you working with? Because Lori did say that she had bandages on hand. So is this a normal thing? Like, what kinds of tools are you working with?
We're working with traditional stained glass tools, but it is more the sharp edges of glass. You have to respect them and handle them carefully.
And I've had a lot of experience with the glass that we're working with today is actually it's window glass, and I've had a lot of experience with window glass. I've broken many windows, usually with baseballs or a hockey puck.
Missing the traditional tools there, I would say.
Yeah, the only traditional tool breaking those windows was me. But we've managed to put together, and we've done a nice little stained glass item here.
Yeah, it's quite sweet.
Yeah, a microphone.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Yeah. I'm going to bring it back and show it off to you guys for show and tell. So Lori does all kinds of awesome stuff here. It's not just, it could be individual. She could do groups. You also, you work with a bunch of different groups. You have one coming in here today.
Yeah, this afternoon I have the Brain Injury Association of Waterloo Wellington in for a fusing class for 2 hours. They'll be making a little ruffled sushi dish, and I offer a whole bunch of really interesting fusible components that are quite unique.
Yeah.
Lori, is this something you would suggest for somebody that needs to get their focus together or just wants to spend some quiet time actually doing something?
Both, I would say. People often remark on how they lose themselves in the activity in the glass, handling it and manipulating it. And then they'll kind of come to and say, oh my goodness, half an hour has gone by and they just don't realize it.
How's my focus been?
Yeah.
Well, it's been good.
I'm coming along.
Yep.
All
Good
right.
student here.
Well, really? Okay, Lori must be really in her Zen moment then. That must be really relaxing for her. We'll check in with Daryl in a couple of minutes. Right now, Lotto Max tickets on the line. Let's get crazy. It's Friday.
You're welcome. This Daryl Detour on 107.5 Dave Rocks is insured by Regal Insurance. So, where's Daryl this morning?
Pretty interesting this morning. Interested to find out more about this place. Daryl is on location at Westmount Funeral Home this morning. Daryl?
Yeah, we are at, it's on Ottawa Street in Kitchener, and it's interesting how this came up. You were mentioning a few moments ago on a subject that we had last week, which got us to talking, which got Bryce to contact me and say, hey, why don't you pop by and have a look at how things are done now. Yeah. It's pretty crazy. So it's quiet here. It's really dead today, actually. You knew I was going with that, right?
Daryl.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Okay, my heart was in my throat there. I didn't know you.
But you know what? It's so much. I guess the attitude and the attitude towards funerals and that has changed so much. And we're talking about celebrations, and it's all. And for people, a lot of it is a celebration. You were talking, and you guys are going to love this one because Bryce said they had one recently that was a heavy metal theme.
That's right. The person who had passed away was a big fan of different types of heavy metal music. So the visitation room was covered in Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Ozzy posters all over the room. I think we played Guns N' Roses during the service.
No way.
Oh yeah.
Pretty sweet. And they have a bar.
Beer and wine bar. That's right.
A beer and wine bar. Okay, well, that is good to know. And Bryce, you're saying that things are changing. You know, we were having this discussion about funerals just a couple weeks ago, and I'm glad you reached out. It's still a bit of a taboo, the funeral home, because people have to go there, obviously, just on a really morbid occasion. How have things changed?
Well, in 2014, we actually changed our name from Westmount Funeral Chapel to Westmount Memorial Celebration Center. And the intent behind that was to be a place where we can celebrate your loved one's life. Right? Tell us about your loved one. What were their desires, passions? What did they love? And let's incorporate that into a meaningful service. And we'll do the legwork and help you put it together.
Yeah, and oh boy, this is so much pressure to do this because you are capturing a lifetime in, a couple of hours, basically. What are some of the newer things you're seeing? I mean, obviously playing heavy metal. Is it anything kind of goes nowadays?
Really, yes. There's a variety of different, where people are shying away from the traditional, quote unquote, traditional type of funeral service. Less people are regular church attenders. So we kind of work things that we've had to evolve a little bit with this changing dynamic. So we try to highlight what the person's interests and hobbies were, and tailor it to a unique service.
Yeah, and
turn it into a party.
A party,
absolutely,
especially with the beer and wine helps, but also just being a little more relaxed about those music selections. I think people would still be pretty surprised that you could actually do that at a funeral or memorial celebration because it's outside of the walls of what we're used to.
Absolutely. So, but it's still being respectful to, the deceased, but it's it's for the living who are still left behind, and remember that person and let's celebrate what they loved.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
And that's what we're here for.
I was going to ask you about that. Who is the actual funeral for? We'll get into that a little bit more. And I have to say, I was at a funeral on the weekend, and the very last song they played was Monty Python, "The Bright Side of Life." So if you got a sense of humor and you can work it in there. Absolutely. More coming up this morning with the crew at Westmount at 7:41. Daryl on a very interesting detour. We'll continue with that. Stay Rocks Morning Buzz. Daryl's on a detour this morning. He's with the crew at Westmount. We're talking funerals, memorial services, and how things have changed, certainly from the way they used to be. He's with Bryce. Daryl, what are you guys up to?
Right now, there's a spot that says reserved, and apparently it's for me. I'm not so sure I'm ready for that, Bryce. We were talking about how things have changed, like in the business and stuff. And Pam was actually mentioning you guys do stuff at Christmas, and it is definitely a celebration place.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys the Christmas thing, get Santa in here, and
that's right. It's good, and that's a good community event that we do every Christmas, and then we have donations to the food bank as part of that event as well. So we try to involve ourselves in other community projects throughout the year as well. So just get us out in the community.
Well, and apparently it's all done up like the North Pole, and all the kids.
That's right. It's fun for the kids.
This is a big room. Now, can you partition this off?
We do. So that where that table is there, that partitions, a wall closes there.
Okay.
Beyond that would be the visitation rooms. When we open it up like this, if we have a large crowd, we've accommodated crowds in excess of 800 people.
Wow.
We would run out of parking before we would run out of seating.
That's crazy. Now, what is the weirdest request that you've had from someone?
What is the weirdest request we've had from someone?
Pam's thinking about it right now.
We had the motorcycle brought in.
The motorcycle, yeah, that's right. We brought a motorcycle into the chapel.
We had to take the front doors off our building to get it in because it had.
That's hilarious. So you had the motorcycle in. Nobody fired it up though, did they?
I think they just wheeled it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's always one clown who decides we're going to fire it up. We're going to do this one for Lefty. Let's have one more go.
We kept the keys back on that one. We had a farmer. We brought in a couple of hay bales, and the casket was on top of the hay bales.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Now, am I going to be? You guys don't have like a casket reserved for me or anything, right? No.
Let's get the tape measure out. Let's measure him up.
That'd be a big. That's a big ass casket. It's crazy how things have changed, guys. Like, I mean, I'm in here and I'm almost feeling like, okay, I could see a good party going on in here.
Well, we want you to feel comfortable here. We want you to have as good as experience as it can be. Of course, you missed your loved one, but we want to celebrate them, remember them, and why not do that with sharing memories and maybe share a glass of wine or a beer and a little bit of food and
a lot of toasting going on. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
so
Bryce.
We're celebrating.
I'm curious. This unfolds pretty quickly. Like for a lot of people, this is a surprise visit because even when people know that this is something they could be dealing with, they don't necessarily deal with it. You have a very short period of time to make some very huge decisions. If people were thinking about this right now, and you should be because it helps your family members out, if, God forbid, they have to deal with this, what are the kinds of things that people should be kind of mentally getting ready? Like, I'm even surprised at, like, the photo walls people have and stuff like that. Not that you would gather your photos, but you should kind of have in mind how you'd like to be represented, should you not?
I think it's important that families have that conversation, and even as and not to sound morbid, but I mean it's an important conversation to have, so that you know what do mom and dad want to do when that day comes, so we know that day is going to come, and let's tailor it to how what did mom and dad love?
So what am I thinking, though, Bryce? Like, when I'm talking to them, what kinds of thing am I saying? Am I getting right down to the nitty-gritty? And, like, this is not a time to avoid details, I would think. Do you want to be in a casket? Do you want to be cremated? How do you want this? Do you want it to be a party? Like, I realize that you guys accommodate it, but doesn't that come from the family?
100% it does, 100%. And so what we're here to do is to make it happen for them. So we got to find out all that information from the family, and we use that knowledge to build the service for them.
And do people come in with any kind? Do people ever come in with notes or a plan written out? Would anybody have that much detail?
Oftentimes they do, and sometimes it's more detailed than others, and sometimes less so. So sometimes we have to brainstorm a little bit.
Yep.
Other times there's a clear-cut plan. So every family is different, but we only get one shot at it, so we want to get it right the first time.
Absolutely. So just something to think about this morning. It is maybe something you don't really want to, but how do you want your family, your friends to celebrate? And that really is what that is. Celebrate your life well lived. Hopefully that's what you are celebrating. Daryl is on hand this morning on a Daryl Detour. He's with the crew at Westmount Memorial. We'll continue on with that. Still to come, Harley, Barley, and Marley, where you could win one of 3 awesome prizes. We're talking bucket list prizes. Munich for Oktoberfest, Germany. You could be going to Jamaica, or a 2019 Harley Davidson. Something to think about. 1075daverocks.com for details.
This morning from Westmount Memorial Celebration Center, it's me and Pam with your Dave Rocks Sports, and we'll start things out with the Kitchener Rangers. They're in Hamilton tonight to face the Bulldogs.
The Maple Leafs are in the left coast tonight, taking on the Vancouver Canucks.
Carey Price, 28 saves in the 3-1 Habs win over the LA Kings. Now with that win, Price, he ties Jacques Plante for the most career wins by a Montreal Canadiens goalie at 314.
And in Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League action, Waterloo over Cambridge 5-3. The Siskins lead the Redhawks 3-1 in that series. Kitchener over Elmira 3-2. Dutchies lead that one 3-2.
And James Harden and the Houston Rockets, they handled the Raptors 107-95.
And that's a look at your Dave Rock Sports. Gail has your weather coming up next.
More coming up.
107.5 Rocks. Look, there, out on the roads. Where will he stop? Nobody knows. Let's take the Daryl Detour.
Catching up with Daryl this morning. He's at Preston High School. They have a radio station there, so he's in with some of the radio students. Daryl, you found your way? You're okay?
Oh, yeah, it was no problem getting in here. Morning, gang. So PHS Radio, there's a sign up here that says Preston Rocks. I figure that's probably testament to you. I managed to. Everyone was sitting here, and the first person I look at Aaron. I'm like, okay, you're victim number one. So Aaron's hanging out with me right now.
Hi, Aaron. How you doing this morning?
Tired, but we're going.
Are you complaining about being tired, Aaron?
I'm a high school student in grade 12, so I'm tired, but
I got
still do it.
I got it. Okay.
That's awesome. You only got like 11 hours sleep last night.
Yeah.
It's a rough one today.
I know.
No kidding. Aaron, you're part of the radio station. What do you do there?
So Carl and I are both the co-presidents at Preston, so we do announcements every morning.
Nice.
There's another girl named Amber. So we say all the news that's happening here at Preston, things that are happening after school, and yeah, it's really a lot of fun.
What's the big news at Preston today?
That we are all glad we live in Canada because we don't have to be under Donald Trump.
Well done. Good.
Very good. Well, that's what we're talking about, too. So
Positive.
you guys are on the right, well, we think anyway, you're on the right kind of path for that?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I'm just glad we live in Canada. And, yeah.
And that just reminds the students at Preston High and all local schools to get out and vote when they have the opportunity, right?
Oh, for sure,
There
yeah.
you go.
Do you guys play music there, too, Aaron? Like, what kind of radio station is it?
We do, like, pop alternative. So right now we're actually playing music with the holidays.
Oh, your phone's breaking up. You play holiday music?
Oh, pop and alternative.
Oh, pop and alternative. I thought you said, so
Yeah.
now we're playing holiday music, which it's only
No, I said we're playing it in the hallways.
in the hallways. Okay.
Yeah, to get everyone pumped up.
I remember when I was in high school, and we didn't have a radio station per se at Southwood, but we had music playing sometimes before, and you'd get pumped up when you heard some tunes, some good stuff. Do you get a lot of reaction from the students?
Oh, yeah, for sure, especially when we play, like, the songs that are trending right now.
Yeah.
My partner, Corral, just put on Beyonce, so I know she's pretty happy right now.
But you also still play Eye of the Tiger, don't you? Because that was our pep rally song.
I don't think we play. I've been here 4 years, and I don't think we've ever played that.
You need to bring it back.
Maybe we should.
Who sings that, Gail?
The Eye of the Tiger. Every time in the gym, we were pumped. We were ready. Preston! All right, we'll stay with that. Daryl's at Preston High School and their radio station this morning. That's my old high school, and this is pretty much what I was listening to when I was there. It's U2 and Sunday Bloody Sunday. We're just ahead 4 minutes to the top of the hour with your news, weather, and sports. Coming up, Rise 6 a.m. Well, thank goodness it's not 6 a.m. We've moved on in the morning. Just ahead of your news, weather, sports, headlines, and Daryl is at Preston High School this morning with their radio station on a detour.
Look, there, out on the roads. Where will he stop? Nobody knows. Let's take the Daryl Detour.
And being a funny guy, Daryl, I got your picture where you said I was in the school picture because Preston High School is my old high school.
Yeah,
It's really funny.
1960. Come on, that was funny.
I knew you were up to something. I knew something was going on.
But you knew that was going to happen.
Did I?
Did you take the picture, Daryl, or?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I was there for the picture. Yeah,
Chiseled that out in
I
a
was
rock.
a photographer, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we've actually found where there's a better signal. So we were down at the radio station where there was a lot going on, so there's a lot of interference down there. So we've moved up here now, and the gang's all here. Hey, you guys having a good time so far? Yeah. There we go. PHS Radio, by the way, I got to kick off the announcements.
Did you?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I got to say good morning to everyone, and yeah, it was a bit of a blast.
Wow.
Did you tell an ugly story on the morning announcements?
No, I did not tell an ugly story. I did that in the library of all places. And the strange thing was I'm in the library and I'm like, after I finished, I'm like, oh, I'm really supposed to be quiet in here. And who's your librarian?
Miss Bauer.
Miss Bauer, and she's like, "Oh no, it's not that kind of library.
No,
it's a rock and roll library.
It's a PHS library."
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to do a big shout out, 16th birthday, Tyler Cobb, who goes here to PHS. We announced that on his mom Amy wanted me to wish him happy birthday from his mom and his pals at Dave Rocks, and we did that here. So Tyler's going to be really PO'd at his mom when he gets home.
I probably would too.
Would you really?
It's nice though.
It's like when you go to a restaurant and they sing to you.
You don't like that?
I don't know what to do. I just sit there awkwardly, like.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. And everyone else sits there and goes, man, this is funny. Look at her sitting there all awkwardly.
And my face turns red. And
Yeah, that's pretty good. So you're one of the we have co-presidents here, right?
yeah, so it's myself and then Corel right there.
Carl, who's been taking care of all the social media stuff. You can follow stuff on Twitter. These guys, they have everything, mascots too, even mascots.
Yeah.
I get to wear the mascot
You
hat.
still need to play Eye of the Tiger, though, Daryl. I haven't heard that once this morning. I don't feel like I'm at a PHS pep rally at all.
I promise you, next assembly we will be playing Eye of the
Okay.
Tiger just for you.
Just a show of hands, though. Here, does anyone know Eye of the Tiger?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Everybody does know it. All right. Huh?
Shut up, Daryl.
They were playing that back in 1960, Gail.
Were they?
No.
Don't encourage him, Aaron. We're going to the roads right now, and we're going to check on your traffic. We'll get back to the kids at PHS with your sports. Right now, we are hearing slowdown. So 8 North, just in the area of Sports World. We've had a couple of problems in our neighborhood this morning. Kitchener, Ottawa Street North at Mackenzie. We also know 401 eastbound Homer Watson area, and Franklin Boulevard just in the area of Sunny Hill. Dave Rock's traffic brought to you by Harvey's.
Harvey's special offer is back, Canada. For a limited time, enjoy 2 of our flame-grilled customized original burgers for only $6, but for 2 weeks only, from October 31st to November 13th.
8:31, and you can't escape this in the news today. Donald Trump victorious as the U.S. president-elect. He will be the 45th president when he is sworn in. Apparently, Hillary Clinton, she's made no public comment yet, but is scheduled to make a public appearance and comment at 9:30 this morning, so 1 hour from now. She did call him just after midnight to concede his victory. Daryl, you got the sports there?
Yeah, Leafs got their asses handed to them last night by the Kings.
You can't say that word at high school.
Yeah, you can. It's okay.
What?
This is a Preston High School.
Hey, Preston rocks.
Rock.
I know that, but okay.
You can say that. The Leafs were soundly thrashed, shall we say? Also, it was the Connor McDavid and Sidney Crosby show. That didn't disappoint. And could Edwin be flying the coop? We'll have more coming up at 9 o'clock.
Wow, things have changed. It's 8:32. We'll get to your What Is That? Tickets to go to Joe Bonamassa, the guitar event of the year, coming to the Center in the Square. McDonald's McCafe gift card and drive through the gift of lights, courtesy of Dave Rocks, all coming up playing What Is That? It's 8:33 and 5 degrees.
30 years ago, this debut was the first rap album to top the Billboard album chart and did it rock. Beastie Boys, License to Ill, our classic album playback, Sunday night at 9 on Dave Rocks.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Canada! Stompin' Tom Connor is in the hockey song. Dave Rocks in the Morning Buzz celebrating being Canadian this morning. Oh, just because. It's Gail and Brad in the Dave Rock studio. We're expecting sunshine by this afternoon, a high of 7 degrees. And Daryl is at my old high school, PHS.
Look, there, out on the roads. Where will he stop? Nobody knows. Let's take the Daryl Detour.
And Daryl, you're not there because it's my old high school. They have a radio station at Preston High School.
That's right, PHS rocks. And so does Preston. And as Gail, I think we have an idea of you saying Preston girls rock.
Oh, yes, we do, yeah.
They do. So we've been hanging out with the crew this morning. Are you getting hot yet? What's your name? Vay. Vay is wearing one of the mascot suits, so it's furry.
Oh, what?
And it's and the room that we're in now, because we wanted to be able to chat with you guys.
Yeah.
It's like wicked hot.
It's pretty hot up here.
Yeah.
What's the Preston High School mascot?
We are the Panthers, Preston Panthers.
No, is that a one-person outfit then, the Panthers, or you do like horse style, like front and back?
No, we have a bunch of like Panther costumes, and
Nice.
they have these little hats with ears and tails on them too.
Yeah, they even have a baby one.
Really?
Yeah.
And then we also have like these cheerleading costumes, and then our maid mascot is Captain Preston.
Cool.
I like Captain Preston. He's come to save the day. By the way, this is Corel. Aaron's taking a break from us right now. I think she's had enough of us. Corel is the co-president here at PHS, and also one of the people behind the radio station, which is a pretty awesome little setup.
Now, how long has the radio been in existence, Corral?
Well, this is our first year actually with the radio. It's been a few years in the working because I know we've talked to like vice principals and stuff about getting it really kicked up, but this is the first year that we've had the radio at the school, and it's been a pretty great year so far.
That's great. And when does it air? Do you play music before school starts, after school? How does it work?
Yep. So what we do is we have music playing in the hallways around the school before the bell rings, and then at 8:05 down in the radio room, Aaron and I, that's when we start announcements. We play O Canada. We read sports announcements, say how all our football teams did, volleyball teams, stuff like that. And then you can also re-listen to the announcements. I think we do them again at 11 and then 8:30 in the afternoon. You can hear them on the online radio.
Online.
Does your morning show have a super cool name? Like ours is the Morning Buzz, which is so cool. Do you guys have a neat name for your morning show?
You know what? We don't have a cool name, but I really think we should work on one.
Yeah, you got to figure that out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Listen, in the corporate world, in a radio, you actually have meetings about that for months, about what your name's going to be. So you can milk that for a little while, get out of classes,
You do that, and then you have, and then you have one person who says, "That's what we're going with."
Is that what happens, Daryl?
No, I don't.
It was already named when I got here, so.
That's right. Okay. So
you're
playing.
whatever.
You're playing music before school. I do remember we did that very, very briefly, but we didn't have a legit radio station. Highlight, Carell.
Or internet radio.
What's going on with the school news? Like, what's the highlight of the school news today?
Highlight of the school news.
Like your announcements.
Well, announcements today, our junior boys volleyball team beat Blue Vale, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Nice. Moving on to Wixa. They are undefeated. Yeah, our junior boys are undefeated, actually.
Nice.
It reminded me of that. So
Well done.
we're really looking forward to that and seeing them go off in the playoffs.
That'll be cool. What else?
We also have, it's kind of like the point in the season where a lot of the sports teams are ending and new ones are kicking up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really looking forward to our junior girls volleyball team because they did really well last year. So we're hoping they'll do good again. So that Preston Spirit.
Preston Spirit. I tried out for the junior girls volleyball team. I got cut.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not very athletic.
Did you try out for the cheerleading squad?
We didn't have, we did kind of have cheerleaders. Kind of.
Yeah, we do have we have a cheerleading team now, actually.
Nice.
Gail, you can come try out.
Really?
Yeah,
Why are they laughing?
I know. A collective howl from the radio station. That's perfect. All right. So we'll leave you guys with Daryl. We're about to get back to our radio station. We'll let you get back to yours, and we'll check in sports, Daryl, at the top of the hour, okay?
Got it.
Sounds good.
That's how it goes. It's 8:52. Dave Rocks in the Morning Buzz. Harlequin and Innocence. Dave Rocks in the Morning Buzz. Daryl is at Preston High School this morning, their radio station, and we're just talking back and forth with Daryl. Daryl, you said the crew wants to come in one morning to our radio station.
To our radio station. If you think it's warm in this room where we're sitting right now, if you think it's warm in our control room, Gail, it's going to be really warm because I don't know how many people we have here. Who would all be willing to get up at 5:30 in the morning to come into? Okay, it's going to be really warm in there. We're going to need extra seats.
How many people are coming?
I don't know.
10.
It's a Preston party. You never know how many people are showing up.
Always a Preston party.
Yeah, Preston's always a party.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Starts
is.
with 10, then 30, then 50, then people are ripping satellite dishes off the wall.
Oh,
I love it, but the deal is they have to come at 5:30 in the morning.
Promise.
Deal.
All right, cool. We'll
Okay.
do it.
Done.
Daryl's still got sports to do, though, at the Preston High School radio. They've put up with him, so it's only fair. They can put up with the rest of us as well when they come into the studio. We're going to the roads right now. We're checking your drive, and we have had problems on and off this morning. These clouds are supposed to disappear, by the way. We're supposed to have good sunny forecast underway. Those details coming up right now. Kitchener, Sports World, 8 North. We've got slowdowns there. Also, Ottawa Street North at Mackenzie in Kitchener. Former Watson at 401 eastbound, still slow. And police still saying that this problem Franklin Boulevard at Shamrock in Cambridge still going on right now. That's according to police. So we'll believe him. It is 9 o'clock. Here's a look at your Dave Rocks news.
All right, here's your PHS / Dave Rock Sports from Preston High School. Toronto Maple Leafs, they were absolutely blown out by the LA Kings at the ACC last night, 7-0. Philadelphia in town on Friday.
Connor McDavid went up against Sidney Crosby and made a statement with 3 assists in a game. The Penguins eventually won 4-3.
Patrick Laney, he took over the NHL lead in goals with the second hat trick of the season, and Kitchener's Mark Scheifele, now the league's points leader with the Winnipeg Jets romping over the Dallas Stars 8-2. Laney has 11 on the season.
Habs over the Bruins 3-2. Detroit edged Philadelphia by the same score. Vancouver ended their losing streak with a 5-3 win over the Rangers.
Edwin Encarnacion, he began talking to other teams as a late push by the Jays, apparently, and not enough to keep the All-Star slugger from testing free agency. The door is still open to get something done.
That's a look at your Dave Rock /PHS Sports. Gail has your weather coming up next.
Your city, your life, your rock. .1075 Dave Rocks.
The Dave FM Morning Buzz.
Daryl, who are you to be pointing fingers at anybody? This is absolutely ridiculous what happened to you at the gas station yesterday.
Honestly, one of those moments where I will, till the day I die, go, I can't. See, and I also met a new friend yesterday. His name's George.
Oh, you have a friend named George?
Yeah.
Did you guys check like IDs to make sure you're not separated
just
at birth?
Introduced ourselves to each other. Okay, here's what happened. I went to get gas in the van. I drive a piece of crap. Anyway, I have the family van, and the gas station where I go also does propane. And there's one guy running the whole place, right? So he's out doing propane in the back because it's Labor Day weekend, and what usually happens to people on Labor Day is they run out of propane.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, he's doing that, and there's like 6 or 7 of us waiting. We've all filled up our tanks, and anyway, this the guy comes back in. Everybody pays up. We all start leaving the building. I jump into my van, start it up, start driving. And I'm hearing this audiobook going, and I'm like, what? I never listen to audiobooks. What the hell? And then I'm looking around, I'm like, wait a minute, none of this looks familiar. It's actually too clean. And then I'm like, oh crap, I have the wrong van. I have driven out of the
kids are those?
I've driven out of the gas station with someone else's van, and it gets better. So I'm like, I instantly panic. I'm like, man, I have to get back. So I look in my rearview mirror, and as I'm looking, there's another dude who's looking up, and then he is just realized that he took the wrong van too.
Oh God, there's 2 of you.
So the 2 of us pull over. We're laughing like crazy. He's like, I don't know. He says, my phone wasn't there. I go, yeah, it's because it's right here in your van. So his van was a year
and there
older
was
than mine.
AC/DC blaring, and I couldn't get through the French fry wrappers to try and.
Your keys started someone else's vehicle?
No, we obviously
left
them
their
in.
keys in the truck, Brad.
Yeah.
You didn't recognize the keys. You didn't recognize
Nothing.
the vehicle.
Just jumped in, and off we went. So
you are a special kind of Daryl.
Oh, me and George, I will love him.
Yeah.
And hug him.
Yeah, exactly.
And steal his van, and I shall call him George. So that was my Labor Day.
God.
You probably offered him a Dave FM bumper sticker or something, didn't you?
License plate cover.
I knew it. Well, thanks for tuning in, George. Daryl is your alter ego. What was the audiobook, by the way?
I have no idea. I didn't even think to ask.
It wasn't, Are You My Mother?
The Morning Buzz with Gail, Daryl, and Brad. Weekday mornings, 5:30 till 9:30. On 107.5 Dave FM. The Dave FM Morning Buzz.
Okay, so here's the deal. I figured with Rock Band and Guitar Hero and all these video games, I have faith in today's kids that they will actually have a good rock and roll trivia knowledge.
I'm hoping it's not all based on Rock Band. I hope that they actually do listen to the music a little bit.
Even
but
so,
anything.
it whets your appetite,
There you go.
and then you
There you
find it, right? I mean, you all start out with knowing the words to Lynyrd Skynyrd, and then you want more, don't you? Daryl Law is live on location from a local high school this morning, and he is putting the test to the kids.
Kids, the test even.
Thank God it's not me that's there, and it's Daryl. I don't say that very often.
All right.
Daryl, you there?
We're here with Grayson and TJ here at GCI. Hanging outside, getting ready to go in the school. What grade are you guys going into?
11.
You're going into 11?
12.
You're going into 12, huh?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to do, you guys look like you might know your music a little bit.
Okay.
You kind of have that look to you, especially, someone wearing Cypress Hill shirts. Going to test your rock knowledge, okay?
Okay.
And they're going to be pretty easy questions. So this is, you know what? The whole GCI student body is counting on you. Yeah. So there's no pressure. We're going to start with Grayson. Grayson, name one member of AC/DC.
That is easy, Angus Young.
There you go. There we go. We got one. Okay, we're going over to TJ. TJ, Stairway to Heaven. Who's that sung by?
Yo, it's the Iron Blimp. The Iron Blimp.
The Iron Blimp. That fun? There we go. Hey, all right, TJ pulled one off for us. So we're going back over to Grayson. Grayson, Freddie Mercury. Okay, lead singer of which band? Queen. Wow, he's really good.
Nice.
No pressure for you there, TJ, but Grayson seems to be jumping right on top of this, so I think he's getting tougher questions.
That's why.
What's that?
I got no life, that's why.
You're in grade 12. You got lots of life, man. Still.
Awesome.
You're not working on being a Super 12, are you?
Yeah, I am. It's already in motion, so.
It's already in motion? Way to shoot for the start there, buddy. Okay, BTO is an acronym for this band. Canadian band. Do you know this one, Grayson? Can you help him out here? I'll give you the person. Bachman.
Oh, God, I don't know that.
Bachman Turner Overdrive. Okay, so that's all right. You guys are so far 3 for 4. Couple more questions, and this one's really, really easy. Rush. Are they from Canada or Bulgaria?
Oh, God, they're from Canada. Geddy Lee, Neil Peart. Yeah, come on. Everybody has to know Rush.
There you go. See? Oh, Grayson sounds very, very confident. Okay, and now this one here is going to be a bit of a tricky one for you. Well, maybe not. I'll give it away. First Canadian band to have a #1 song in the U.S. It was 1970. Can you guess who? I even gave you guys a hint there. Can you guess who?
Oh, the Who?
Close. With the guess who? Are you guessing? You can't guess who?
No, I can't.
No, the answer is the Guess Who.
What? I've never even heard that band.
You've never heard that band, the Guess Who? American Woman. You've heard the song?
Okay, yeah.
That's the one right there. Well, then you got guys it all right. 4 for 6, so that's pretty good. You know what? You're probably going to get a passing grade.
Hey,
right on. Right on, Grayson. Thanks very much. DJ, enjoy grade 11, enjoy grade 12, and enjoy Super 12, too. What do they call it? The victory lap?
Yeah,
the victory lap. Right on.
That's really great.
That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a great year.
Have a good day.
Cheers.
The Morning Buzz with Gail, Daryl, and Brad. Weekday mornings, 5:30 till 9:30. On 107.5 Dave FM.